for me, it's like,
All right, now they can hear us. Right now you can hear us.
I don't know. Anybody here? Can you hear us now? What was that? That was like a Sprint commercial, right? Can you hear me now? Or was that Verizon?
That guy went from to both of them, so it doesn't
From?
matter.
Can you hear
Anyways,
me now?
right? So what we were talking about, guys, is why I started my channel, and so I started my channel because I was defending the Raiders over Khalil Mack, right? A lot of fans wanted Khalil
Homer,
Mack.
I think you
What?
have YouTube on. I hear me now. I hear me on.
Well, yeah. Now
I
you
hear
got to turn
you.
your phone on. You know, yeah. You can't watch the show while you're talking to me.
No, mine is yours on.
Oh,
I think
okay.
yours is on.
I don't know. Shouldn't be getting too much of
Mine's.
an echo.
I think your YouTube is on.
No, my audio's down on YouTube.
So mine is too.
I do hear you, Anna. All right, cool. All right. Anyway, so I became Raider Homer because my president of the Silver and Black of Central Texas was defending Khalil Mack deserving his extra $12 million that the Raiders didn't offer him. All right, and so I was like, no, man, we can't do that, and and win. And of course, we haven't won since then, but whatever, right? But we did win the analytical award, whatnot, or Gruden did for trading them, and we got Josh Jacobs, and there's a lot to be said about not signing Khalil Mack. So, oh yeah,
Sure.
here we go. So I was called a homer because I defended the Raiders not signing Khalil Mack. And so that's where it all started. But of course, I didn't really recognize, I didn't even really know what the Raider Nation was because I had only been hanging out with people here in Texas. So, once I started to go to the Raider Nation parties and whatnot, that's when I met Wayne. And Wayne was really cool because when I went up to Wayne for the first time, Mad Max introduced me to Wayne. I had already interviewed Wayne on Coast to Coast with the Black Hole Superfans with Mad Max, and but he didn't know me by face or anything like that because I wear a mask. So when I finally met Wayne in person, I went up to him and he was cool about it. How you doing? Give me a hug and all this and that. But he really recognized who I was when I said, "Well, I'm Raider Homer," and to me, that's what really like galvanized my channel, right? It's about the Raider Nation because here we are right now with, players that, maybe not be as dedicated to the team as some of the other guys were, back in the days in the 70s. Can you see, Jack Tatum and all of them opting out right now? Those guys didn't make any money. So, you know, my channel is about the Raider Nation. It's about celebrating the Raider Nation. It's about recording what the Raider Nation does. It's about making sure that the Raider Nation has a platform, right? And yeah, sure, there's other channels that say that. They say, well, we're about the Raider Nation. But if you really take a look at it, it's just them on camera. It's just them talking to you about the Raiders. But, you know,
Yeah,
you watch
I
my
see that.
channel. You watch my channel. And hell, we can talk Raiders anytime we want. But we're world developing. To me, I'm a huge Marvel fan, right? So, Captain America 1 was the origin story. The Winter Soldier was the transition story. And Civil War was where everybody came in together and fought, but then grew together. And so this channel is dedicated to the Raider Nation. It's dedicated to showing who is who on social media, right? Like I remember when I first started looking into social media as far as Raider fans, I didn't know who Sammy was. I didn't know who Ronnie was. But once I started to meet them and they came on my channel, Touchdown Raiders, they started telling me who they were. And so, yeah, you know, you develop these stories. In my mind, I'm developing these stories of these people who are doing great things and who never give up on the Raiders. They don't sell out, right? The Raider Nation doesn't sell out. We don't say, fuck, I didn't get enough money from you, Raiders. I'm going over here and being a fucking Patriot. No, we stick with the Raiders, and, you know, we've been losing for fucking decades, couple of decades, right? We haven't seen shit happen since '02. Right, except for Derek Carr, and then he broke his damn leg, right? So, you know, Derek Carr leading us to the playoffs, and then he broke his leg. So, you know, the Raider Nation is right there. The Raider Nation is as consistent as the actual Oakland Raiders, or the Raiders, you know. But, so that's what my channel is about. It's about representing the Raiders. Angela hung up on me. Yeah, I'm going to call her back. We are speaking with 4 Live, All Raider Story, Angela. Hold on. We were doing a test run because... you hung up on me? Damn, I'm that boring?
Oh, you're definitely not my call drop. I'm telling you, I went from pretty good guy, he got me cursed.
We are speaking with 4 Live.
Oh, look, I can hear myself talking now.
Can you hear me?
Yeah.
So many.
You are breaking up very bad, though.
There you go. Are you there?
Yeah.
All right. We back.
Here we go. Bo knows. Oh, I ran into it. Oh, I couldn't break out of it.
Hey, Jason, thanks for participating here. We need, actually, Moon, we need you in here, too. We need you to participate in your role in this tomorrow.
Jason's a lot like us. He doesn't have a life. He's always showing up at these live streams. Thank you, brother. I'm glad you're sharing your no life with us. Oh, yeah. Touchdown.
And if you're listening, come practice. You need to practice tomorrow, too. You're moderating this nonsense.
You were breaking up. Who were you talking to?
I said if Moon's listening, tomorrow.
Yeah, 4 Live, All Raider Story. They have a live show coming on tomorrow. That's what we're testing right now. Angela's trying to figure out, you know, how she taps back into the live stream that she set up. So that's why I set it up for 5 minutes. Now we're showing a game and we're talking. So we're just testing things out. So make sure you show up to 4 Live, All Raider Story live on YouTube tomorrow on their channel. I'll be there. You know, I'm going to call in some one way or another. I might have to call in with the Only Nation podcast, but I'll be there. Look at this guy. Okoye could not run that fast. The Nigerian Nightmare. Come on, man. Oh, Jason, he's trying to justify why he's always watching these shows. He got injured, so I'm glad you got injured. I mean, I'm glad you're here, brother. Uh-oh, Tim Brown, downtown Timmy Brown. Woo-hoo-hoo! Oh my God, Tim Brown got no justice in Tecmo Super Bowl. No justice at all. This man was a Hall of Famer. Oh, they blitzed. Oh. I'm just chilling, brother.
That's the only one up.
Fixing to run it right here. Where we at? 97 yards right here. Here we go. 97 yards. 97 yards. Oh. Come on, Bo. Oh, no. That guy just appeared out of nowhere. Look at that. All right. Here we go. We're gonna pass it to Bo right now. We're gonna pass it. Oh! Oh! Hell no!
Me or Homer?
Hell no! We're not gonna punt it. We're gonna punt it. Sorry, I didn't mean to punt it. What? Oh no! He shanked it.
Homer is going to be there.
I'm sorry, you're
Raider
breaking
Art
up.
talking. I was saying Raider Art. That's on top.
Eddie Anderson, right there. I heard up, up, bop, 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 bop. You sound like you're from Mars right now in that Mars Attacks movie. Greg Townsend. Oh no no no.
Homer, is there a way that your mic might not touch the control noises? I think that's the breakup set.
No. I mean, I don't know. I mean, it could just be poor reception on my part. Yeah, I'll put you over there by the speakers. Maybe it's a little bit higher than what it was. Hopefully that works. Oh, no, no, no. Eddie Anderson got knocked out of the way. All right, we got to defend against the pass right now. That's what we got to do. Oh, they're running it. Oh, no, they're faking it. Oh, no, no, no. They got the touchdown? Oh, Steve is calling. Here we go. Hold on. Hey, Steve, can you hear me?
I can hear you now. How you doing?
I'm doing well, brother. How are you? Angela, can you hear me? You're on a conference call with Houston Raider Steve, Raider historian.
Hey.
Well, I'm the Raider historian. How you doing, Miss Angela?
I'm doing very well. Is this Steve?
This is Mr. Steve from Houston. How you doing? How's Mama doing?
I'm doing well. My mom's doing well. She's here. Hear from you. I was worried about you. I don't think I heard you on the Cadillac show the other night.
I know. I figured it out and everything. So all this new technology and stuff. But I appreciate the concern. No, I'm doing good and everything. I'm just working and I'm all pumped up about. You guys were talking about the Bo Jackson and stuff. I remember they had a game between
touchdown Bo Jackson.
Shows you my historian part. I go Kodlak for the Chiefs when they had the single bar thing with Lenny Dawson and Fred Arbanis. They played the Dolphins on Christmas Day. It was like the longest game, man. It was just an awesome game. It was like the old Raider games back when. This tells you how old I am and everything. Back, I remember when Blanda had you won 6
now,
games
Steve,
in a row.
you got mad at me because I said you were elderly the other day on Captain Jack's show.
Well, I'm not elderly. I can still throw back some Coors Lights, whatever you want to put on the table and everything. So I can do pretty good for my age. I'm not ready for the old folks home.
Thank God.
No. It's not as old as the number. It's as young as you feel. That's what I think. And tell me your story.
It just, you never. You know what really is bums me out is thank you. Yeah, age is just a number. You know, I'm pretty active for my age, and I met Homer thing at the what was it, Homer, the Broncos game.
Oh yeah, Week 1, 2019. Steve got me on the field for the flag unfurling. That's the story I love to tell.
Oh,
thank you, Steve.
Oakland?
Yeah.
Yep. Yeah,
in Oakland.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, he and I have been talking back and forth and everything, and
nice.
And I said I gotta get you on the. Just when you're down the field and everything, as Doug, and you know, I've seen pictures of you and Mama on the field. When you're down there, you're just thinking, man, this is the field that Kenny the Snake was on, and I was going to tell you, this is a real big day for me and everything, because this is Cliff Branch's birthday, and rest in peace.
Happy birthday, Cliff Branch. Raider in peace. Texas legend.
I know.
Did you see? I don't know if you're on Instagram, Steve, but I posted a photo on our For Life page today with Mama Moon and Cliff Branch. She got a Super Bowl ring on.
I know, isn't that great? When you'd walk up to Cliff, he would say, "Hey, I got to put a Super Bowl ring on you," and so he would sit there and laugh and tell you stories. And I know you guys know this, but he and Mark Davis were roommates at one time.
Oh yeah, yeah. Oh yeah. Randy Hansen was telling me about that. Oh yeah. That's why I like Mark Davis, because Mark Davis and you know, Angela, we don't have to get into it right now because this spoiler alert. But We're gonna be talking about Mark Davis and the move to Vegas tomorrow on her show. Heidi, if you're watching, Tom, if you're watching, let's record an hour earlier so I can get on this call. But Mark Davis really is, a down to earth owner. He whatever he made the Oakland fan base feel like is, I ain't gonna argue it. It's probably justifiable. I know y'all are feeling that way, But what I'm saying is, he was a player guy. Even though I'm pissed off at the players right now, but he was a player guy, and no matter whether he knew about the football operations, right? Because when you read the books, right, Al Davis Behind the Raiders Shield, and I'm reading Amy Trask's book right now. They don't really talk about Mark a whole lot, but Mark Davis really has been able to keep that grassroots feel to the Raiders, right? And that diversity first kind of feel to the Raiders, right? I mean, he's just. The guy is it feels like you could just walk up to him, right, and just say, "Hey, man, how you doing?" And he would talk to you back, and speak to you and address you in just a down to earth kind of position, So I don't know. Keep going. I'm sorry. I like Mark Davis. I think the guy is pretty good.
Angela, what do you say? When he said that if the fans can't go, then I'm not going to go. I thought that took a lot of guts to say that because. What Jerry Jones wants to do we?
I mean, like Homer said, we're going to talk about this on our show tomorrow. But I mean, I honestly, Steve, I think that's he's telling fans things that he thinks he wants us to hear to make himself look good. I don't believe anything he says. I think what he's saying is. Look at me. I'm sticking up for the fan base. However, he hasn't reached out to me with my PSL. Let me know, one way or another, am I getting my money back? Or where my season ticket package is, even though I called and emailed them and I'm already supposed to have it in my hand. So he can say whatever he wants, but until I see some sort of respect reaching out, the organization or anything, I just buy it. I think he wants to be liked, and I think he wants to the biggest fan. That's my opinion.
Yeah, I think he's trying to save face. He's, like they say, words are one thing, but when they actually have it down in writing on a piece of paper, that makes it legal, and so that's a completely different ballgame because people can say what they want to look good and everything, but actually, actions are better, louder than words, but. The reason why I go out there, and I know this is everybody that's ever said this, they go out to Oakland for a game and everything, and it is a motherland for us and everything, and there's nothing like being out in Oakland for a tailgate. I know it's going to be, they're going to try to do the same thing in Vegas, but it won't be the same. I mean, you go out there, it's like going to homecoming. Wouldn't you agree? Because you see people you might only see once or twice a year, and you hear these different stories. Well, this is my 40th birthday, or this is my wife's and mine wedding anniversary. I've always wanted to go to Oakland. I'm so glad I came out here and I made all these great fans. Wouldn't you say that you heard that over and over again?
Yeah.
That's amazing.
Hey, Raider Nation, to everybody that's watching, if you got my phone number, call me and I'll add you to this conference call. You can chime in right now. This is a free for all.
I will say I have no hate to any Raider fan, whether they're Vegas Raider fans, LA Raider fans, Oakland Raider fans, or just Raider fans in general, 100%. But what I will say is, if there are fans out there that never had a chance to experience a game at the Oakland Coliseum, that's a bummer because that's something that. That's something that can never be recreated, never be duplicated, and if you never had that opportunity, I think that Raider fans missed out on.
I know you're right, Angela, because I always tell people. I said, I think I told you guys the story. I know. Or Homer knows this story. I ran into that. I don't know if what's his name is. Ken Hendricks has his charity. I don't know if he's going to do that this year, obviously. But last year I went for the first time at the bowling alley over there in San Leandro.
Oh yeah.
And I ran into Cliff Barnes, and I told Cliff, I said, I live in Houston. People always walk up to me, and they always say, why are you a Raider fan? And I turned it around and I said, how come you're not a Raider fan? How can you not be a Raider fan?
Especially in San Leandro. Come on.
I know, but living here in Texas, people look at me sideways and they go, "How come you're not a Texans fan?" I mean, I'm a Deshaun Watson fan, but I don't know. I just love the history of the Raiders. I love the fact that they went out and got Amy Trask, and she's such a brilliant mind and everything. And
I think Trask is great.
Isn't she great?
Honestly, I wish she was still.
You know what I really like about Amy Trask, right? Is she was the first woman to she was like the first woman to go into like the owner meetings, right? But she didn't think of it as her being the first woman. She just thought of it as she was a Raider. I mean, and I think that's people today really can take a lot from that. They should take a lot from that because it's not really about being the first. It's just being there. And I think that's what the Raiders represent the best. Represent well is that yes, we're the first this, we're the first that, but ultimately it wasn't about being the first Hispanic coach or the first black coach or the first female. It was just about being a Raider. That's what I love about the Raiders. Because if you put a label on it like that, then you have that label, right? And you could say that those are milestones, but at the same time, it's a milestone is just there. You know what I mean? It's like to be a Raider through and through is what's awesome to me.
No, I 100% agree with you. And the reason why I think Tom Flores and Amy Trask and Art Shell and all of these people had that mindset that you're saying came from Al Davis, because that's how Al Davis treated them. They treated them as the top best people at their position and not token higher, which I appreciate, especially in this day and age where we want to be hired for being women or hired for being Latina or hired for this and hired for being that. Like, Al Davis just hired the best.
That's right.
And then those people came in confident that they were the best hired. Not because of any other reason than they were smart and talented and good at their job.
I know I was going to ask you, I'm sure, have you and your mom, were you able to meet Al? I'm sure you're able to meet Al and Amy, or I'd love to hear those stories sometime about, if you could tell, or some of the players you met, current or past, because I find that interesting, the behind the scenes about, just running into them somewhere like on an elevator or something, or somebody said that they saw Al Davis. I think it was Captain Jack said he was going down like a line of people, and he just was able to shake his hand or just say hello or something just for a second and everything. And what was that like? Crusader Raider actually met Al Davis, and he sat in his office. I don't know. Did you hear that story, or should I save that for a show?
No, go ahead. Tell it. Shit.
Yeah, the story that I hear from Keith Smith, Crusader Raider, is he was over there, and he Crusader outfit, and he met Al's secretary. He says, "Well, I don't know if you know this, but Al didn't drink, but he had this long bar in his office, and he said he was really big into merchandising the Raiders, as you know, about the certain colors and the way that he got like the final approval on a lot of different things." And so Keith told him all about his fandom, that he flew in from London, and after he was ready to work out, he heard Al tell his story. He says, "I can't believe this guy flies 6,000 miles just to come to one Raiders game. Now, is that a fan or what?" I thought that was a pretty amazing story when I heard
Worldwide
that.
Raider Nation.
Talked to Al Davis for. That's right.
Worldwide, sure.
Isn't it amazing, though? I mean, I run into people at my job all the time, like you do, and I see somebody wearing a shield, and I said, that's my brother, my sister. Whether it be in Christ or Raider Nation, I tell people, I said, when you're a Raider fan, we don't hang up our cleats at the end of the season. We do this. we bleed silver and black. Wouldn't you say so? And we, I listen to your shows. Isn't it amazing?
That's why I make fun of our other local team that has, I think they wear red and khaki. I want to say it's like.
I'm totally kicking their ass right now too.
Yeah, totally. A team that wears red and khaki. You never see anybody wearing red and khaki unless they're basically in the Super Bowl. Okay, but when Raiders fans wearing the silver and black, I mean, I'm not wearing Raider stuff every single day, but you know, I wear it often. It's
Right.
just when they're winning, it's
hmm
Oh,
Now, I was going to ask you, when they had the Super Bowl, did you cheer for one team or the other, or you just couldn't cheer for either because you just like the 49ers? It'd be like me, I can't cheer for the Cowboys. But
fuck the Chiefs. All right,
all the
I'm
crap
sorry.
that I
I'm
hear.
sorry. Fuck the Chiefs. All right.
this last Super Bowl with the Chiefs and the 49ers.
Yeah, or were you just like, I'm not even going to watch this?
I mean, I enjoyed the halftime performance. Does that count?
No. The halftime and the commercials, right?
Yeah, I mean, honestly, I will say this. Maybe just because I live locally, I would, and I know that Chiefs are a division rival, but because I live locally, I am happy the Chiefs 49ers because I don't want to these fair weather fans try to come at me with like, 49ers this, 49ers that, because we get that all the time. And I'm like, you know what, go back into your closet for the next 12 years until they're good again, and then go buy a new jersey because you're not a fan.
Right, I know. It's like,
For me-
put on your Montana jersey. I got to tell you, though, when the 49ers played when Dwight Clark made the catch and everything, living in, there's always, he's really, they used to say Cowboy fans are like cockroaches. When they're good, you can't get rid of them. When they lose, you can't find them. They don't wear their stuff. Is that true with the 49er fans sometimes?
Say again? Sorry.
No, what they used to say about some Cowboy fans, when they win, you can't get rid of them. When they lose, you can't find them. They're like cockroaches. Would you say that the 49er fans are like that too?
100%. I actually put this like on Facebook a couple of weeks ago just for fun, and I was like, that's funny. I haven't seen a 49er fan in a while. And like out in the wild, and like one person responded only, and it was like, it's not even football season. I'm like, and
There is no
I know.
off season.
There is no off season for Raider fans. So it's like, I'm like a sponge. I can't get enough of this stuff. What I wanted to ask you was, how are Tina and Ricky doing over there at Ricky's and everything? Have you heard anything about what they're going to do, or how are people still going out? I guess they can't. Ricky's is probably closed right now with this COVID, isn't it?
you know, I actually I've been meaning to reach out to them because we do want to do an episode based off like perspective, but I haven't spoken to them in a while, so I'm not able to answer that right now. But yeah, once I get a hold of them, I'll definitely let you know, because we do want to go talk to them and like people at the O'Connell Lodge and ushers that are friends of ours and security and things like that. So we actually might make that an episode. So I'll keep you posted, Steve. Great question.
No problem. What did you know that a friend of mine, he used to work for the Berkeley Fire Department, and he used to kid around about the 49ers, the pants that they wear. He called them butterscotch punk pants. You know, like a punk kid. It would come up and kind of bug you and kind of elbow you and stuff, and then they would take off, go running off and everything. I thought that was pretty funny.
No. Hell no. Oh, man.
So are you winning, Homer, or are you losing?
It's 21-17 right now, man. They got the ball at the 40-yard line, their own 40. Here we go. We're getting this. We're going to play defense. Eddie Anderson's coming up right now. Here we go, defense.
Hey, Homer, I was going to ask you. You know, I'd be interested to hear from Captain about Barrett Robbins when he took off right before the Super Bowl. Have you guys heard about? That'd be kind of interesting to see what he's doing these days, or what's up with him. You know.
The Pillaging podcast. I think they just interviewed him. Man, he's just trying to come around, dude. But you know what? I'm not gonna. I'm gonna be honest. I knew, right? Every year when there's the distraction for a team, they usually lose the Super Bowl, right? So I knew we were gonna lose that Super Bowl, and I watched it knowing we were gonna lose that Super Bowl, and it was fucking terrible. But I kind of feel bad for the guy. I mean, it wasn't really his fault, right?
Yeah.
Because what's his name? God damn it.
They didn't check. They didn't. I remember how they. From what I've heard, remember they had this game plan and they were going to do the other game plan, but no, Al Davis said, no, we're going to do a game plan that they had, and he played right into the hands of Gruden, because that was Gruden's game plan, is what I was told.
God damn it, I'm trying to remember. Bill. What's his name?
Bill Callahan.
Yeah, Callahan. Man, he changed it up at the end, right? That's why
He did.
Robbins went crazy because he knew he couldn't
Yeah, because
fucking change it. I think they went from passing to running, and so he couldn't do it. But I mean,
Yeah, he ran
it was a
running game at
tragedy.
that time.
But you know what? I almost feel like going with Randy Hansen on that one. Randy Hansen talked about the transistors on the headphones and whatnot. Like you could hear them. Actually, they knew what was coming. Like they had people over there spying on the side. Oh my God! They made me fumble again. Ronnie Lott. That's why I don't fucking like your jersey and the Raiders. No. Oh my God.
Homer, if you listen to the 49ers on live, I just don't know how you
I am not losing this game. Hell no.
You
Hell no.
have to come through.
I'm coming through. We're gonna win
Quarter,
this one.
quarter.
Where's Co Moore when you need him, right? Yeah, you saw that? You saw that. Oh, they're gonna catch everything right now. Look, you're gonna see me. I'm playing now. We got time. They're gonna score, and then we're gonna score. Oh yeah. Sit down, Rathman. Sit down. Watch this.
Angelo, you were probably at the game when Tim Brown got his 1,000th catch, weren't you?
That was
mom.
awesome. No, the 100th touchdown was cool. You know what? Now we're talking about the Bucs, or a minute ago we were talking about the Bucs and all that. I liked when Tim Brown came back in Oakland and got his 100th touchdown, and the fans cheered for him. Come on! Come on!
That.
Oh my God!
That was a good one, and also Seawood's last game in Oakland, that was everything.
Game on!
Oh, I know.
Man.
Steve, you're right on. Steve.
Yes.
Like, you should be, like, our producer of our show. Honestly, we're also having a show on, like, reminiscing on our favorite games and moments. And you're, like, asking
I'd love to do that.
You're, like, asking all, like, I'm going to call you personally to produce our next episode, our next season.
Oh, my God.
I appreciate that. That'd be awesome. Yeah,
I will.
You know
Send me your number. I'm going to call you because everything you've asked, we've thought about, and I think you're on point here.
Oh, my God! Bo Jackson fumbled again.
I appreciate
Bill
that.
Romanowski got the ball. No way.
Angela, have you heard from Grizz Jones? What's he up to these days? Is he still doing his Forever Oakland stuff?
You know, we were out there the other day.
Get his ass! My God!
And I had walked over from the 66th Island to try to go into the Coliseum. And when I walked over, he came by, so I totally missed him. But I think Elwood and Thor were out there, and they chatted with him.
This game's I'm gonna have to reset this game. I'm gonna reset this game. Don't make me hit reset.
When I saw the video, that looked like that was Grizz's spot that he used to camp out. I think he'd be out there like all weekend, didn't he?
Yeah, no, that was exactly where we were. Yeah.
Yeah, I remember. You know, he's good friends. He's got stories about him and Jim Otto doing shots out there and everything, and laughing and telling stories and stuff.
Nice. Yeah, I think I missed him or his friends that came by. Like I said, when I walked over across the street to the Coliseum, and when we came back, Thor and Elwood were like Grizz or Grizz's friends or something like that had just stopped by.
Now, what was it like when you were over there and they threw you the baseball prize when they did that, weren't you?
Oh, 100%. I was not even expecting that. All of a sudden, the car just like pulls over, and then like, throws the ball. I'm like, I got it. I like push Thor out of the way. You know what it was like? It was like, no, Steve. This was like catching a bouquet at a wedding.
Oh, man.
I had a football drawn up, and I pushed Thor out of the way, and pushed Elwood out of the way, and I was like, I got this. I was like, woo, I'm going to see baseball live.
I love it. It's great. Well, I bet Thor, it's kind of like when you go to weddings. Sometimes when they throw the they throw the garter, or they throw the other the bouquet and stuff. Some people some people don't run away
This
from it. Some people
fucking
run
game.
for it. It's got
Hell no. Reset. You don't get that. You don't get that. This game cheated. They cheated. Y'all saw that. You cheated.
Okay, I've got a hypothetical question for you both. Could you marry somebody that wasn't a sports fan?
No.
I don't think I could either.
We're going back into that.
No. No, I mean, that's a compatibility thing. I mean, I don't,
Right.
you know, and it doesn't have to be, I don't need to be sports 24/7, but, and I like
Right.
a lot of,
Best
I
out
like
of three.
tennis, all kinds of stuff. And if someone doesn't want to come watch tennis with me or football or something, I think that's an interest. Like, it's
Right.
basically saying, would you be able to marry someone who doesn't have the same interest as you? I think it would be very hard.
Yeah, it would. It would be difficult for me and everything, but you'd want to have, for me, I'd want her to have her life and me have my life. Like maybe she likes to go to antique shops, or she likes. I mean, I like some of that stuff. My grandmother was an oil painter, but you have a lot of things. You'd want to have somebody that you have a lot in common with, but also each have your own different interests and stuff. So that's kind of cool too. But
I'm sorry, Raider Nation. I'm
I
out of
don't
practice.
Definitely good, but at the same time, if you can't share an interest that you're super passionate in, I think that's a problem, regardless of what it is.
Now, hey, I got to. What kind of what players have you both wanted to meet that you haven't met yet? Like, I've always wanted to meet Tim Brown. I haven't met him yet, and he's from Dallas. Actually, I was going to tell you a good story here, real quick, if you got a moment.
Go for it.
Sure.
But is it Shaw? She's related to Cliff, and they had his funeral on the 17th of August, which was just last year, and it was a very sad time, but also it was celebrating a member of the Space City group, which is Iz's group and Jesse's group here, and Aiden's group here in Houston. And so we all know Shaw and everything, and we know Mr. Parrish. He's also related, and he went to the high school, same as Marcus down in San Diego, because they were cousins. They're cousins and stuff. And so we're at the funeral and everything. We didn't know what to expect, and in walks Fred Biletnikoff, and you're like, oh, this is pretty cool. And then, Coach Flores was there. Everybody loves Coach Flores and Biletnikoff. And then it's like seeing all the Raider royalty here in Houston. It was they all wanted to celebrate. And then at the end, Mark Davis walks in, but Tim Brown walks in, Marcus Allen walks in. Everybody you can think of was there, and I'm like, man. And then,
Son Joku, dude, you're getting on my fucking nerves. Sorry, Steve. Keep going.
And then so at the end and everything, he says not only was Cliff, he was a dear friend of mine. So Mark gave a really good, speech, and then different people like we all know who's the guy that was the Booster Club. Morris Bradshaw spoke too. So it was pretty cool. So it was like all the Raider family was there, and people wearing their Cliff Branch jerseys and everything, and telling the stories about Cliff used to love the Temptations and Curtis Mayfield and all these really great soul groups and stuff. I like all that stuff.
I know what it is. I need to go get another beer.
Same.
So anyway, that's my story.
All right. I'm trying to ask Moon to bring me a beer. Let's see what happens. So yeah, to answer your question, okay, my how do you say? My skills on
Don't worry, Raider Nation. I got 2 beers. We're good to go.
the ones I
What beer are you drinking?
Miller Lite. I mean, Modelo. Fuck, I don't know. Look at this. Oh, my God. See? Steve, you jinxed me, dude.
What?
They're going to give it to Craig.
I didn't need a jinx,
They're going to give it to Craig. I knew it. Ooh, plug the hole, Eddie. Hey, y'all keep talking. Just ignore me, all right?
Well, I'm still waiting for Moon to bring me a jersey.
I'm getting embarrassed live. It's all right. I got my go-go juice right here.
There you go.
So, Steve, to answer your question, who do I want to meet? It's very hard because I said I skill on meeting people that I admire are like good.
Mm-hmm.
Oh my God! Finally, we recovered the. This game is cheating. I know you see that. Hey, Son Joku, you see this, man. You see this. You see this cheating shit going on. I'm fumbling, and I'm fumbling. This is wrong, dude. This is wrong.
Fumbling.
All right? Remember, go back to this day, this year, all right? This is when Bo Jackson ran over Ronnie Lott, all right? Remember, go to BoJack Fan ATX 1980 and watch that video. It's there. It exists. Huh. Swerving Marvin. Swerving Marvin, baby. Yeah. Touchdown Raiders. No, wait. This wasn't Greg Papa at this point. Who was calling the game at this point? It wasn't Bill King either. Who was calling in between that?
Bill King.
Who called in between Bill King
I should know that.
Was it Musburger though?
No, I don't think so.
Okay. All right. Sorry. 14 up, baby.
Angela, who did you want to meet that you haven't met?
She hung up, dude. She's like, fucking Homer's dumb. This guy, jeez. I just asked him a question. I was trying to figure out how to get to my live stream when, you know, I was set up, and now this dude's screaming and shit.
No, I kept saying on my phone, the live stream will start in 4 minutes, and that went on for about 20 minutes.
Yeah, they fumbled. Get the ball. Come on. Yeah. Now the game is playing right. Here comes Bo.
Here comes the judge. Who said that?
Oh,
That
my
was
God.
Wilson.
Who tried to tackle him? Get off him. Get off him. He's going to take all of y'all. Hold on. Let me see if she's still there on the phone. She's still supposed to be there.
Everyone got another beer.
Oh, yeah. She's still there. Here we go.
I think I met everybody that
There it is, right there. Oh.
meeting is.
Angela, you're breaking up real bad.
Oh my goodness! Why is this happening? Hear me now, darling.
Because you're on my channel. It's got to be because you're on my channel.
Can you hear me now, darling?
Right there.
Hey, you know what we need to do is a toast for Cliff right now.
Oh, no. Oh, no. Oh, no.
Steve, I
Hell no.
love that. Why do you
Oh.
come up with the best ideas ever? You're hired. You're the producer.
Dun, 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 dun.
Moon's the assistant producer. Moon, get Steve's information. Ask him for his phone number. We need to have conference calls with this guy. He's brilliant. He knows all his stuff.
No.
Well, thank you. I appreciate that. Yeah, I've been working on it.
I appreciate it. Thank you.
Here we go, Bo.
All right, Steve,
Here we go, Bo.
We'll do it.
Touchdown Raiders. I'm sorry. Y'all gotta, hey, look, you gotta work through it, all right? You gotta work through it. Jay Schrader's over here killing it. Can you believe it? If only, right?
All right, is Steve still there? Can anybody hear me?
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
Yes.
All right,
Yes,
Steve,
ma'am.
let's do it. Let's shout it out.
Raider! Oh, no. You're not getting it, Joe.
This is for Cliff.
Oh, my God. Look, he's got Rice running down all over the place. Rice was not that fast. Here we go, Eddie.
Hey, we need to get Captain Jack on the line.
Hold on. Let
right?
me see. Hold on. I'll call him in a second. Let's see. I love conference calls. Get him, Howie. There we are. Get the ball. Get the goddamn ball. Bob Garlic, baby. Bob Garlic's going to run it back right now. I'm fixing to run it back with Bob Garlic. You got me fucked. Bob Garlic in the end zone, baby. We got to call Captain Jack just for that right there. Captain Jack, where you at, Captain
For
Jack?
asylum. Hey, how's Patty doing? How's Matt?
You've reached Jay's cell phone. Be sure to.
Well, her phone is playing.
Cap, he went straight to
That's
voicemail.
amazing.
He's like, screw you. Hold on, I know who to call.
Hey, does anybody know the score of the A's game?
I don't. I wish I did.
throw me in.
Hello? Demon King.
Hello, can you hear me?
What's up, Demon King?
Nah, man.
Can you believe this shit, dude? Can you believe that? Look at that. Roger Craig was not that good.
You're getting your ass kicked.
Dude, stop. I'm not getting my
That
ass.
mean I don't think I
Dude,
can help it.
no, the game's cheating, dude. There's a difference, all right, between me getting my ass kicked and the game cheating, okay? There's a big difference.
It'd be 48-0 already. I'd be straight back all day long. Draw.
Dude.
Wait, who's on the line now? Who do we have? What
This is
am I
Demon
missing?
King. Steve, you still there?
Yeah, I'm trying to find the A score on Google.
All right,
Oh, someone just told me 2-2.
Steve's
How
looking up
many-
fucking stats.
Jeez, not bad.
Steve, your stories are great. I gotta say that. It's amazing hearing stories like that. For me, it's awesome.
No problem. You know what it is I love talking about the Raiders and stuff because it's like we're all just sitting around at some, your favorite bars or, just hanging out somewhere and you're just telling the stories,
And I get what you mean walking
Look,
around.
Son Joku's about to really laugh at me right now. I just ran out of bounds on the kickoff for a safety.
Some Giants, some Cowboys, no Raiders. It's me.
Oh, I know. It's me. I saw was a Heidi game, and I was just a kid living up in Chicago watching it, and it was the first Raider game I ever saw, and I heard Bill LaMonica, the Mad Bomber, and I saw the Pirate and the colors, and I said, how can I not be he was throwing it all over he had a great game that game. It was going up against Joe Namath, and I thought, man, this is really awesome. So, but then I never saw the end of the movie because I saw Heidi up on the side of the mountain, and all that stuff, and I thought, dang, I've slept through 3 hours of the team and everything. I never got to see the end of the score.
My father and my brother, this is funny. My father was a Broncos fan because he loved that whole face Elway.
Uh-huh.
My brother was a Choker fan because he loved that loudmouth Fultz.
Right.
Me, I became a Raiders fan because just like you, I saw that symbol. I saw how that they were mean, and like Bo Jackson too. That was it for me. That's all I wear. Once in a while, I wear a polo, but it's black or gray.
Oh,
I know, isn't it?
come on! He still got the first down.
Except if the Yankees are in the World Series. Then, other than that, it's Raiders, Notre Dame, and Yankees. That's all I wear. That's
Raiders, Notre Dame, and Yankees. Okay, got it.
With me, it's got to be. I'm from Ohio, so my dad was Ohio State alumnus, first to graduate from college, and so I was a big fan of Woody Hayes. And actually, when he was away from the field, he was a really nice guy and everything. It's just that he kind of had a little bit of a temper on the field. But I was lucky we went to the first game I went was Ohio State versus Illinois, and it was Jack Tatum and all. It was a great team that won in '68 against USC.
That's awesome.
But the thing was, I was able to meet Woody Hayes, and I got to meet Jack Tatum and all them. And when he became a Raider, I said, that's it. Between him and the Snake, I'm a Raider fan. Plus, I loved everybody loved Blanda because he was a kicker. He was known for his kicking as well. But it got my whole thing was just seeing LaMonica and seeing what a great game he had. It was just, and then when you see the reruns, I remember the thing they had was with Timex. That was their big sponsor back then.
Yeah.
And it was just such a great game and everything. And I remember the announcers and all that. I've been really lucky in my life. I've got a fairly good memory.
I got it all.
And I can really.
That's
you're
awesome.
probably the same way, right?
Oh my
That's
Notre
awesome.
Dame.
Yeah, like I was saying, I haven't really been able to see the Raiders live. I never had the means, didn't really have the money. Once in a while, if they were in New York, I'd be there. But, never had the money to go to the game.
We're going
Past
for it.
couple years.
Oh man, I'm actually bummed. I didn't know you last season.
Oh my God!
I was in Houston last year. Houston was great. The people there were amazing for me. I thought it was great. And I saw them play Detroit in Oakland. Me and my friend Alan, who's from Florida, got tickets from his friend, and I got to sit in the black hole for my first time in the Coliseum.
That's amazing. I'm so glad you had that opportunity. It's sad we didn't know you last year because I would have invited you 100 times over.
It would have been awesome.
I know.
Like I was walking in, and my friend was filming me walking in, and I was almost in tears. It was just amazing for me to be there and to feel that and the tradition that was in that stadium. all the legends that played there. Oh my God, it was sick.
So I'm so happy you got that experience.
I had no. I was shaking. It was really strange, but yeah, it was great.
Yeah, best of 5. You
okay,
get
because
you're damn right.
Being at the tailgates and seeing every single person I seen was a Raider fan, it was just nuts. I was so happy because I'm not used to that in Pennsylvania, just not. And then going there, and there's everybody. It was sick for me. It was just sick.
Yeah, when you were out there, didn't you? Yeah, I'm glad you had that experience because when you go there, you start thinking about all the great games and all the great players and Kenny and all the Rich Gannon and Tim Brown, Marcus Allen, and all those great players that have played there. Charles
Don't call it a
Woodson,
comeback.
Couldn't ask for a better ambassador.
Been here for years.
And my father used to talk about Kenny Stabler all the time.
Get up! I'm gonna run with Willie Gump, baby.
I don't even know how that even happened. I don't even know where I came from. And I got another one. Notre Dame, because I'm a huge Irish fan. Rocket Ashbel went to high school down the road from where I live in my hometown. He went to Wilkes-Barre Myers. That's right down the road, about 45 minutes from where I live. So, and I wore 25 in high school because of him. Like my whole, I was fast like him. I talked a lot of smack though. We'll talk a lot of smack. But when I went to Syracuse to see his brother, because one of our former players played for West Virginia, so every year West Virginia would play Syracuse, we'd get tickets to the football team.
Get him!
So the Rocket was there,
Davis,
right?
Baby.
He was on the sideline, and Quadri took the opening kickoff and took off down the sideline. The Rocket was running step for step with him in loafers. That was a cool experience for me to see that. And then by the Raiders, that was nuts. I wear 86 on my jersey, my Demon King jersey, because of Rocket Ishmael.
That's awesome. What's it like being at Notre Dame on game day? I bet it's pretty awesome.
It's not like
I. Oh my God! On 4th and 5. Come on, defense!
At being at the Coliseum, but it's close.
I'm plugging that hole.
Side change. Too,
yes.
All those legends that played there. It's. I got to see two in the universe.
Come on, Bo.
We're
gonna carry this.
Have you made it up to?
We got 2 minutes.
Have you all been to? Okay, here's my question to all of us. I've never been to Lambeau Field. Have you been to Lambeau?
No,
I've never been.
No! I was going this year to see Notre Dame and was end up canceling on me.
I know.
Friends of ours wanted to go last year, and we opted not to go. But no, I that's a spot I need to go to for sure.
And truthfully, I hate the cold. I hate the freezing. I moved back up into Pennsylvania last year. I was living in Florida the past 3 years. Loved it. Absolutely loved it. Came back up here for family. But by next year, I'm going to Texas.
Well, you're more than welcome.
Which part are you going to?
I'm going to Addison by Dallas.
Oh,
there you go.
Dallas?
I will.
When are you going to be in Houston or Texas?
Probably by March. See, hold
on. Am I talking
Bo Jackson, baby?
Guys right now?
What's the Holbrook yelling?
41-37. Here we go. 59 seconds.
By March of next year, I should be a Texan.
Really? That's awesome. We love that.
Oh, I got this. I got this, son.
Because I work at Amazon, and I could basically go anywhere.
I'm going to tackle him with Jeff Jacobs.
I went to Vegas, but I was like, Do
you remember when Notre Dame won a national championship against Earl Campbell, University of Texas, and Montana was the quarterback? Or you were probably pretty young back then,
Use a pick!
I don't even think
oh, my God.
I was born in 1977. So.
Okay, yeah, I was at that game. I was lucky to go to that game. Montana had a great game. They won a national championship against Earl Campbell and the Longhorns.
Yeah, it was like once he went to the NFL.
Oh no!
And when I became huge Raider fan, and that's one of our. Even though we're not in the same conference, it's still that's a rival. That's the Battle of the Bay. I fucking hate my language. I fucking hate it.
No, it's okay. I don't like them either.
Who do you hate?
Joe Montana.
Oh,
okay.
man.
Okay, then.
Hey, you jinxed me, son, Joku. You jinxed me, dude.
He was the Notre Damer. Like, just
Right.
like Theismann, you know, like, and now they're going into the ACC this year. I'm so excited.
no.
Now we're going to pick him to Clemson twice.
I'm surprised being from Pennsylvania you weren't a Steelers or Eagles fan.
Absolutely not. Why would I want to be like them people? They're terrible people.
They
Wait,
are.
actually, so why are you a Raider fan? Because you're so far away. Do I know the
Right.
story? Tell us the story.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm gonna win this
Well-
shit.
Like I said, my father was a dirty Broncos fan.
Oh,
Right?
boo!
When I first started watching football, like, it was
So you
the Raiders. My brother was a Chokers fan, and then when they hated the Raiders. But I loved what I saw. I liked the shield. I liked the mean nastiness of them. And right, like, then and there, I'm like, I'm going to be a Raiders fan. And they looked at me and were like,
Man.
disgusted. It was great. I think that's the first time ever and the only time I've ever disappointed my father.
It's kind of like you did that just in spite of him, right?
Like, yeah, like, I'm okay with that. And like, they see, like, my mother and father thought it was a joke when I go to the games and, you know,
Yeah.
I'm here. Like, they're like, why are you doing this? I'm like, because I love my team. Well, this is just like, and then my brother saw the E60 about the Raider Nation, and he goes, okay, so it's not just you. Everybody's like this. I'm like, well, yeah, man, we're a family. I said, I know
That's because
these
you
people.
jinx people,
I know
son.
every name. Like, we're family. And,
I know.
like, and then he's like, I show him stuff. Like, I'll show him pictures of me at the game and people that all right, man, you're serious. I'm like, yeah, I don't know why, like, you never, listen, I think they thought I was a little loopy and crazy, but now they see, like, we're all crazy a little
Man,
bit.
he threw me off.
But you know, it's
Saw
fun. I'll be like at my favorite sports bar, Molly's Pub, and people will be watching the Raiders game, right? We call it Raiders After Dark when they're playing prime time at nighttime.
Yeah.
And
Use a pick!
they'll show Violator, and they'll show Gorilla, and they'll show Skull Lady, and I'm telling my friends at the bar, yeah, I know her, I know him, and all this stuff. Looking at me like, he really knows these people. It's pretty
Like,
amazing. We all laugh. And,
Like, when I would go watch the games, I would go Buffalo Wild Wings. They give me my own little section because
yeah.
I'm pacing. No table. There's one table and chairs, and I got like a nice little room because I'm pacing back and forth, and I'm screaming. There's 10, 11 Eagle fans
cheats.
louder than the 11
This
enough.
game cheats.
So, I love it. I love going and wearing my silver and black everywhere I go in Pennsylvania and getting those looks. And then, like, I'm like, yeah, I love my team. I have a tattoo. I have tattoos and shit. So,
They look at me and they go, oh, there's a Raider fan. Here comes trouble.
you know, I'm really sweet. I'm a sweet, nice guy. I mean, if you touch me, it's over. But I'm a sweet, nice guy. I'll bite somebody's face off if they talk.
One time I went to a game up in Kansas City,
Oh,
the coldest
my
game in
God.
2010, and I was riding on the Derek Thomas bus, and he said, "You're the nicest Raider fan that we've met." And I thought, well, I'm a Raider fan on this Chiefs bus, just a local shuttle bus. But
I'm,
you know,
I'm
they tell
totally
people-
gonna
and
I'm gonna delete this video after this. I'm just letting y'all know.
when you say
That's why you're getting like hours of watch.
Hey, Homer, we need to have our new friend do a toast for Cliff, don't we? We need to say Raiders one more time.
No! Oh man.
This is for you,
Homer,
Cliffy.
just not delete this video. So many showers.
Absolutely not. Do not delete this video. This was fantastic.
Dude,
Yeah,
we're losing,
conversation, we
dude.
just
We're
watched
losing,
Michael
man.
before-
This game is cheating,
Yeah,
dude.
you know
This
what?
game is
Look,
cheating, dude. Swerving Marvin, baby. Woo!
Raider
Oh, look, they caught me at the one, and I fumbled. They caught me at the Ronnie Lott made me fumble at the one, dude. There's no way we should
Jesus.
keep this video
Hey,
online, dude.
Homer, it's only a video game, dude.
100% see this online.
Man. Well, tell the video game it's only a video game, dude, because it's playing like it's real. All right.
You know, I'm just kidding you. I'm kidding you, brother. From one elderly guy to another one.
Hey,
Oh
Steve,
man, they are killing me.
Yes.
Oh man, Tom Rathman is
Yes,
running.
Miss Angela.
Steve, do me a favor.
Right.
Reach out to the info. You're a producer on the show. We need to have with you. Good.
Okay, I'll do that. Hey, I was going to tell you something. You guys listen to Nerfstrand Radio also?
Which Raider fan radio are you talking about? Are you talking about Stoner Dude and Raider Rob?
No, Murph show.
Ours, Otto.
No, he's talking about
No, what happened is
Murphy's.
Yeah, what happened is they had a thing. They had a thing about they gave what they call the Fanny Awards for Raider fans and stuff. And so I had this song that I sang. It's about the Ride the Donkey. Ride the Donkey. You know that song?
I don't know any song about riding no fucking
I don't-
donkey.
It's like, yeah. Let me ride that donkey. Let me ride that donkey. Let me ride
Fuck
that
the donkey.
Let me ride that donkey.
That's a cheerleading song, isn't it? Isn't that a cheerleading song?
Yeah.
I don't know, it's
let
a
me
rapper
ride
song.
that brony. Let me ride that brony.
I think that donkey song was in the movie Dodgeball when the little nerdy kid that had to go help the girl win the cheerleading competition in Vegas. Check it out.
See, we need you around. You win us some good bar beds.
I got weird memories and stuff. It's strange.
Come on,
Yeah,
Horton.
I remember a lot of obsolete stuff. I might win you a free drink
Oh, no,
somewhere.
we're going for
Yeah,
it
I'll
all.
tell you what. I'll be like, here's a fun fact.
We're going for it all.
Dodgeball. You know
We're
what,
gonna live and
dodgeball
die
now.
right here with Bo Jackson. And we died. God damn it.
Hey, Steve, did I miss this? Who's your favorite baseball team?
I think this game is totally cheating.
Steve, in case I missed this, who's your favorite baseball team?
Well, it used to be the Astros until they cheated, so I guess I'm not an A's fan. I cheer for the
Hey,
A's
you
when they play in
can't.
Houston.
Hey.
Yes!
Raider rule number
You're
one.
right.
Raider
Y'all play for second
rule
place, so
number
y'all can cheer all
one.
you want. Y'all can cheer all you want. Y'all play for second place. Y'all know that. Everybody knows that.
Raider
How about
rule
this? Who's your
number one.
By the way, if the Astros wouldn't have cheated, the A's would have come in first place the last 2 seasons, and the A's would have had to play some bullshit wild card spot, including the wild card spot against the Yankees a year ago.
You lost.
What happened? What I missed?
You would have lost. Nobody wants to play the Yankees, especially now with Garrett Cole. Seriously,
I know Garrett Cole. Wow.
Judge already has 3 home runs in like 5 games, 6 games. Yeah, I think he hit another one tonight. Urshela hit a grand slam tonight. We won 5-2. Beat the dirty team from Massachusetts. I don't say that name.
Well, my
I hate
point
it.
is, they even had to play a wild card game because the Astros are cheaters and they should have won the division.
Listen,
Hey, can
Yeah,
y'all
go on.
guys quote to me Raider rule number one?
Let's get to the ALCS, and I'll see you then.
And no, thank you.
Angela, you and your mom ought to tell us the story about when you went to Mexico City and everything. I thought that would be a really cool trip, but I
God
didn't make
damn
that
it.
trip. But I think that would be really cool if y'all talk about. I know you said you were up in there and you said something about was it French fries and ice cream or something? You had to stay in your section. There was a fence all around your section, and you couldn't
Oh,
leave
no,
because they were
it was-
sneaking you guys beers, right?
It was
No, I'm
Yeah,
gonna. We
somewhat
gotta
like-
win the game. We gotta win one game.
Bud Light, and we had to stay in our section that we were chain link fenced around, and the chain link fence had barbed wire. It was
That's
basically
crazy.
like one notch below being in prison.
I'm sorry, I don't mean to laugh. But you're probably thinking, what the hell did I get myself into, right?
Oh no, but in their defense, I
Yes!
think my entire meal cost me like $4.50 or something,
Wow.
which I wasn't mad at, including like a
Right.
double size Bud Light that held like 2.5 Bud Lights, and I got a souvenir cup, and I got cup of noodles, and I got Doritos. The only thing was I couldn't leave my section, and if I did, I'd probably be with Federales. And you probably
Fuck the
saw the
halftime
photo
show.
that I have with Federales.
Well, what was the Raiders tailgate like for that game? I bet it was off the chart, wasn't it?
Yeah,
For the
it was
fans.
it was super interesting. Like, we didn't tailgate. Technically, like, tailgating, from what I remember, wasn't really allowed unless you were, like, in a in a special section.
Oh my
But
God.
around, everything was open. So they had just, like, everything in Mexico was open. Like, a little 5-year-old sold me a beer. They had, like, bandas,
Uh-huh.
all that kind of stuff. Sorry, I got distracted. I think my air conditioner is crapping out on me.
Oh, no. You know a good repairman out there that could fix it?
Come on, Bo. Oh my God.
Hey, I know what you mean about when you went to your first game. When I would go out to a game out there, they show all the old Raider highlights, and they'd play Hell's Bells and all the music and stuff. And I was thinking about all the years I've been a fan now since '68, so I get tears in my eyes, you know, because it's an emotional thing. Because this big part of my life. It's like when Al passed away. It was like, you know, the Godfather passed away. It was an emotional time.
Yeah. That's,
Because, you know, that's the tie we all have, and not only to the team, but to each other as fans. The Raider familia.
like, I met people in Nashville when I went to the draft. That,
Wow. Oh, you went to, yeah, that's right.
Oh, yeah,
One of my
Nashville was sick. That was great. Had such a great time with people. Only had problem with one person. One person. And it was a damn Steelers fan. Only one.
That's amazing. Raider Nation really shows up at the draft, don't they?
Oh,
Oh, yeah. I loved it. I thought it was amazing. I had so much fun. I met people there that I didn't know that still talk to this day. That are Raiders.
You know, we should
Oh, hey, that's where I met Nikki Hayden.
yeah. Was anybody at the playoff game? I think it was the year they made the Super Bowl. 2000. Well, the 2002 season. They played the Super Bowl in 2003, and the game Metallica showed up at the tailgate. That was freaking everything, man. It's like the best ever.
Now, what game was it?
It's against the Jets, I think.
Yeah, against the Jets. Yeah, it was a Jets game. I remember seeing it on TV. That must have been really awesome.
Fucking A. All right,
you
here we go,
guys
Bo.
were the episode where I'm like, game was so dope.
Oh, yeah, Bo.
Did you all go down to San Diego for the Super Bowl?
Yeah, we did. Yeah.
You did?
Went down to-
You got in the game?
Yeah.
I heard the tickets were really expensive, like a couple thousand.
Yeah, we went. I don't even know if Moon knows this, so maybe she's just listening to this now. But
Or maybe I shouldn't bring that up.
I know. Okay, I'll save it for later then.
No, I just don't want you to get in trouble with your mom. That's all. Maybe
No.
it's something that.
Stay with me. What's there?
Uh-huh. Now, how long has your mom been? How long has your mom been a fan of the Raiders?
Well, where I've been a fan. I mean, I'm fan. My grandmother was a fan. My mom was born in Oakland, so it started way before.
Now, you said your grandmother worked for the Raiders. What was her capacity with them? I found that fascinating.
Yeah,
Tie in there.
I'm ashamed to say I don't really remember because I was just a super little kid, and I know her office was in the arena. I don't know, Moon. If you can hear me, chime in. I remember her desk and her office inside, and her name on her desk. She worked for the A's and the Warriors too, so she worked for. Yeah. She worked for everybody. She worked for everybody, and she used to call me. I remember when the Warriors made the playoffs in '94. She would call me.
One team,
I'm watching them practice right now, and she would take me in, and I remember seeing everything happening.
That's awesome.
But
I bet that is awesome.
I still have the memories in my head, but to tell you exactly what she
Yeah, but
did,
son, see, you done jinxed me now because you came back.
Hey, you know what's really cool is when those are really good stories. I'd love to hear stories like that because especially since you're such a big sports fan, you and your mom, and I think that's really cool. That
I know for sure she started as an usher for the A's. I remember as an usher the A's, and the opening day she had this little tuxedo on, coattails, and a green bow tie up front. And I wish I still had that photo of her. But what she did beyond that, where her office was inside arena, I don't know. I don't know now. Moon, chime in. What she? If you move, then let us know. I don't remember.
Yeah.
I just remember being awesome as a kid. Honestly, I don't remember titles as a kid. This is freaking cool.
hey, you know what's really cool is that when they had, remember when Franco was there for the Steelers game. And it was him and Phil, and they were down at the Black Hole tailgate, and they were telling the stories about. And then
Mom would work in the office and mainly do the main schedule for all personnel.
There you go.
There you go. Wow. But remember when Franco was there at the Black Hole and everything, and Phil Piano kept yelling, "The ball hit the ground! The ball hit the ground!" and Raider Mort was there, and Raider Mort is, he's the encyclopedia of the Raiders, man. He goes into all that stuff. I'm like, holy crap, this guy's like a walking encyclopedia. It was awesome. And so Franco was out there and everything, and I was, when the Oilers used to play the Steelers here in Houston and stuff, we used to do like standing room. That was, during the Bradshaw days and their defense that they had, But it was just such a great time watching, the Steelers. That was probably one of the best teams I've ever seen outside of the Raiders
we got the ball.
in the 70s and 80s. So that's my story.
That's awesome. You got to see the Steelers, the steel curtain and all that. And also you got to see Stabler and, like you said, LaMonica and all those legends you got to see live. That's fascinating to me. Like when I was a kid, going to Yankee Stadium, like you guys talk about, like you've been on the field in Oakland and that. Well, I've been on the field at the old Yankee Stadium. Like I met all those. Angela, I met Ricky Henderson.
Yeah, me too. Oh, no, actually, I didn't meet Ricky Henderson. Ricky Henderson stalks me. You haven't noticed from media, like everywhere I am, he
Best of 5, baby. Best of 5. Here we go.
But yeah, when I was a kid, my grandfather was friends with Phil Rizzuto. So we got to go to basically every Yankee game, like in the 80s and the early 90s and that, before my grandfather passed. But I met Phil Rizzuto, and he is the smallest human being I've ever seen. He's about the size of a child.
He is.
I don't know how, he must have been amazing baseball player because he was so tiny. Like, I was looking at him, I was like, wow, this is Scooter, And Ricky Henderson, Gabe Winfield, Don Baylor, Mike Pagliarulo, Mattingly, all those guys, Guidry, Righetti, all of them. They're great. They were
so when Girl went to stay with my mom and the A's would play, my mom would take Girl to work with her. All the ushers knew her, and she had the run of the Coliseum.
Oh yeah, that's me. Oh,
I can totally see that.
So yeah, when I was a little kid, my grandmother used to watch me. Actually, she had this hideous green car. It was like a giant boat. It was like a giant green Buick, because I don't know if it was for the A's or not. Anyway, so we would drive to the Coliseum. We'd go to the underground tunnel, and then I would go underground with her. They'd let me in. I mean, this is a different time, of course. Yeah. And then she would go in, had all her friends, and then we would go from where you go to like Oakland Raiders kind of locker room over to the A's Coliseum, the baseball stadium. Mm-hmm. And then she would usually work. This was an usher, had her like her post, and then she'd be like, "Oh yeah, go, like this is my granddaughter," and I would walk literally every usher knew me. I would walk around up and down the stadium, And then after the game, I would come back and meet up with her, and then we walk under the tunnel again. That's like where the Raiders would come out and whatnot. And now that you knew it now or last year, whatever. And then they wouldn't let me like in the quote unquote locker room that they had, and I would wait outside. And everyone that would come in and check in and like would like give me a high five, and everybody knew me. It was super dope. I thought I was like the coolest person in the planet.
That's so awesome. That's great.
That is great. Who was your favorite A player back then when you were growing up as a child? I always thought Vita Blue was a really cool name. I thought that was really cool. And Catfish Hunter.
Yeah, they were before my time, but like this is going to be super random, but I loved Carney Lansford.
Okay.
That was like my guy. And like I know Ricky Henderson seems so easy, and I love me some Ricky. I loved all of the '89 team, but like my favorite at the time was Carney Lansford, who wore number 4, which was my favorite Oakland player, and now Derek Carr wears number 4.
Derek Carr, baby.
Playing number 4.
Did you?
Hold on. Back in the day when I went to the A's games and Ricky would be in right field and I would yell, "Stretch, Ricky." He was my eye candy. Anna, come on, man.
Oh, yeah.
You made me read that shit. You made me read that shit.
Oh, yeah. I remember that. I was like a kid, and Moon would take us to the... So this is when I was a little older now. And Moon was being a total cougar watching in left field.
I can never imagine your mom being like that. Come on, Angela.
Oh, she totally was. She was yelling out. If you ever watch old video, Ricky would stretch one leg out into the left and one leg out to the right, and you can like basically see all the goods. And oh yeah, 100%.
I can't
Bo
say
Jackson, baby.
like Homer that any player was eye candy to me.
I can't say that either. Now, the cheerleaders, the fabulous females, I'd go cross country to go see them. But otherwise, the guys are just playing football. As far as I went for the tailgates, and the game was like the cherry on top of the sundae.
Yeah, like tailgate. The tailgate, awesome. It was great. It was so cool. Like it was like everybody was like, "Oh, what's up, man? Raider Nation." Like, "Oh, this is awesome." Like the only time I ever experienced that was in Notre Dame with all the same fans, and like Yankee fans. Baseball's different. Like I was a Yankee fan before I was a Raider fan, but it's just
hell
now.
Yeah, that beer's kicking in.
Just now, it's like for like the past. Once I became a football fan, that was it for me. The Raiders were number one. Like they've been number one from the beginning.
Use a pick.
It's funny. Have you found, like, with me and stuff, whenever Christmas rolls around, I'd get at least one Raider gift every year. They say, "Oh, he's a Raider fan. Let's get him something he doesn't have."
Let me say, when I would date a girl would ask me, "What do you want for Christmas?" I said either Raider gear, Notre Dame gear, or Yankee gear. I'm the easiest person ever.
Where'd you go with?
I won the lottery when I get something like that. Like my whole family knows. This is all I wear. This is all I want.
Eddie money, baby. Eddie money.
Okay. I got a question to ask you. Being a Golden Dome fan, do you have a Golden Dome helmet now, or is that to put in your fan cave?
No, I got one. That's a Golden Dome helmet. I got one that's green. I got a green one too.
Wow, a green one.
Yeah, I won it. I won it on like a raffle, so it was pretty cool. I paid like $8 and I won this helmet. And it's funny because like I have all my autograph helmets up. But I'm very OCD, so I got like Tim Brown's Notre Dame helmet next to his Raider helmet. Rocket Ishmael's Notre Dame helmet. And I got a Raider helmet phone too, like a cord phone.
Uh-huh. Right. Oh, you got one of those old school phone Raider helmet phones?
Yeah.
Wow, how did you find that? Those are hard to
I
find.
got it at a garage sale in Florida for $8.
$8. Wow.
The guy said to me,
online.
because the girl I was with at the time, she went to garage sales, and she called me. She's like, "This guy has a Raider phone." I said, "I'm on my way." So it was about 15 minutes from my house, so I showed up, and
Yeah,
I was like,
Bo
Jackson. And I'm like, "Yeah, what do you got?" He had this phone, and he had a couple little older plaques. They were kind of like poster things, like I got a Howie Long one. And I said, how much you want for the helmet phone? I said, I want that.
Wow.
And he said, well, if you're a Raider fan, I wanted 10. You can give me 8. No problem. I said, deal. I said, I would have gave you 20 if you would have said it. I didn't care. I wanted it. And my girlfriend hated it, even though she is one of the people that, like, she designed my headpiece for my character, for the Demon King. She sewed all this together. Like, she went to school for fashion design. She wasn't even a football fan until she met me. She learned, and then she became a Raider fan. And she's still a Raider fan to this day, down in Florida. And she hated that phone because I put it right out in the middle of everything in the house. I didn't care.
So that was you did your that was the centerpiece of your what you got. But yeah, I know you see those helmet phones, and it's like, man, I mean, I don't have one of those myself, but I've seen them. But it's like, you know, it's kind of like when you see stuff, you see like a Raider lamp or something, or you know, you see those.
I don't drink Duff beer, but I drink enough beer.
Like anything I see Raider, I buy. Anything. Like, I'll go to the flea market and I'll still buy cards. I still collect football cards, baseball, basketball. I just buy them to have them. You know, like, someday they're going to be worth money. Some that I have are. You know, like, I just like to have them.
Can you help me? Can you help get rid of mine? I literally have probably 100,000 cards from
How
the
am I
90s.
going to do that? You're in California. You want to send me pictures of the ones you think that are worth money?
Yeah, maybe. I don't know what to
Swerving Morgan!
Angela, there are people that are collectors that still buy. Like, I have something. I have it in a safety deposit box. I have a couple of them. I have a LeBron James rookie card that's worth about $3,000 right now. I'm not touching it until until my great nephew was my age, if I make it that long. But I have a couple Tom Brady rookies in there. I got Bo Jackson rookies. I just put a Josh Jacobs autographed rookie in
I have a
That's
Bo Jackson autograph rookie. Woo!
You're the man.
Well, you know what somebody told me? They say it's better sometimes to get the cards, but don't get them to sign it. They said the value of the card might even be more if you don't have to sign it.
Yeah, but Bo Jackson's card ain't worth shit, so that's worth more with the autograph.
They have those strips on them that are for autographs, so you have them signing that strip, and it doesn't devalue the card. Like, that's how some of, like with the jersey cards that you get and stuff. Like, I have a Tim Duncan jersey card from, I think it was the second year. You know,
I'm not gonna get cocky, son.
$50.
I'm just getting warmed up. Best.
Oh Jesus, yeah, you're warmed up. You're whipped up.
No,
Hey, you know,
I have so many cards. It's like they're taking too much space, but I don't want to get them in case they're worth something. But I also have no interest in them. So I need to figure out.
You might have a diamond in the rough there. You don't know. You might not. But that's the fun part of looking for them, you know, like just going for them. Like, that's what my one buddy, he had a ton of cards, and I'm like, dude, I'll go through them. He goes, well, just throw these out. No, I'll just go through them. I found a couple decent cards they had, older baseball cards and older football cards. I'm like, these ones could be worth money, you know. It was about probably 70, 80, but he had boxes and boxes and boxes. It was just fun for me to go through it. You know, cracker. Get the prize.
I'm literally
Oh!
Either a fumble or interception.
Someone tell me how to send this. I'm literally looking at 30 Ricky Henderson cards.
We'll go in the apple! Right up the gut. Time out! Pee break.
What year are they? If you have a Ricky rookie card,
I don't even know what I'm looking at, but I know there's like 30 of them, and this is like one ant out of a whole freaking ant mobile. Is that a thing?
What year?
I don't know. What year? Oh my gosh! Every year, every single year, every single team.
If you have a Ricky Henderson rookie card, that's probably worth a couple dollars.
All right.
Here, if you have like a bunch of baseball cards with all different teams. You know who to look for. You look for Derek Jeter. You look for that.
Well, this is from like the 90s. I have like Ken Griffey Jr., Ricky Henderson, whoever was popular in the 90s.
Derek Jeter. He came in 92.
I got a trivia question for you.
I have to look. I honestly, I don't know.
Go ahead.
But I have a.
Not right now, Angela. I was talking to Steve. I'm sorry. Go ahead, Steve.
No, Angela's still talking. Go ahead, Angela.
You guys remember starting lineup? I don't know those things.
You know what? You know what guys are collecting nowadays? Like the starting lineup, the McFarlane starting lineup doll. You know, like the figurines. The
Right.
Todd McFarlane.
Hey, y'all, don't worry, all right? I wash my hands. Boom, here we go.
Like, what do I do with those things? Like, keep them or not? Like,
I have starting lineup.
Oh
Like
my
I'm a big
God.
toy nerd too. Like I'm a big comic book nerd, big toy nerd. I'm like a giant kid. I got
Oh, come on.
arcade machine in my room.
See how this
But
game
like
cheats?
I collect that stuff. Like I have a Bolitnikov and Tim Brown. It's like combined starting lineup. I have Tim Brown, I have Bo, you know, like even basketball players.
Get the ball.
Like,
are yours also?
Damn
it.
mine are
There's
also
Scott Davis
in the
again.
boxes. Are
Come
yours
on,
also-
Scotty. Come on, Scotty. He's at the 40, 35, 30, 25, 20. The offense. Oh, he's breaking tackles. He's at the 5. Touchdown, Raiders. Scott Davis again.
All right, way to go, Homer.
I'm gonna drink what you're drinking.
It's just natural light, dude.
I'll have what she's having.
Fucking white, Jesus. Well, I got Peach vodka and Peach iced tea. So
Well, you're not
Yeah,
drinking
none of
enough.
those
If
bucks-
you ain't where I'm at. Oh, look.
Hey, you know what I think, Homer?
Our stuff originally packaged, like so much junk, I don't even know what to do with.
Hey,
Anything
Angela,
forward.
I think Homer and I were hoping that the Raiders were going to play a couple games in San Antonio, weren't we, Homer?
Oh, I was praying when they were. Oh my
I
God!
was too. I said,
Mark Davis
San Antonio,
owns that
here I
land. He
come.
still owns that land between San Marcos and I think it's between San Marcos and Austin, but I know it's between San Antonio and Austin for sure. But yeah, I mean that they own that land,
Mark
man.
Davis does?
Yeah, they own
Wow.
that land.
Who does? Wait, what are we talking about?
Mark Davis owns land between San Antonio and Austin. That's why they were using that as a
Oh, that-
bargaining chip. When they were trying to go to
Gotcha.
L.A. though.
Right.
Raider Art, if you can hear me, where are you from? I'm just curious. Where's Raider Art from?
Art, I think Art's from Cali. Art knows the original Raider Fan Radio broadcasting team, which is a member, which is Stoner. Stoner Dude's the drummer from Raiderhead, and Raider Rob was like the DJ, but Raider Rob was really heavily involved with the Black Hole early on, and they had a podcast way back before podcasting was cool. That they had a podcast, and Raider Art knows those guys.
podcasting is cool.
Well,
It
I mean, I like to think it is, but I'm not sure.
I listen to podcasts all the time now during all this pandemic. What you guys?
Podcasting could be an open avenue to more people because there's like 75,000 podcasters to the
You know what though? I'd rather listen to
I was
those
just kidding when I said that.
75,000
You know, nobody got
podcasts
offended
before
by
I
it.
listen to
I
Steven
was just
Ass
kidding.
any day.
No, I hope nobody got offended by that. I was just kidding. I was
No,
just
I'm
kidding.
totally offended, dude. You hurt my fucking
No,
feelings,
nobody-
dude. I'm about to hang up on your ass right now,
I'm
dude.
done. Punch you right off the cliff. How about that? Punch you right off the cliff. Then.
Hey, I'm a Raider fan. I'm used to being offended. What are you talking about?
But Raider Art, but where in Cali? Where in California are you from? Are you from San Francisco?
I don't know. He just said yes. He's from California. He didn't say yeah. He's from California. But hey, Raider Art, man, they want to know, where are you from in California? California
No.
knows how to
Knows
party.
California knows how to party.
In the city.
Okay.
In the city. Of
Good old
Compton.
Watts.
Oh, is it good old Watts? Oh my God, I totally ruined it.
You guys are killing me. Jesus.
Dude, I'm
Good
old.
sandwiches, aren't they?
I'm old, man. I forgot
Tupac
all
is
those
rolling
lyrics.
over on his hammock on that island where he
Hey, but Tupac was from fucking New York, all right? So
They say
Yeah, but
controversy.
So I can be
Listen,
confused. I can be confused. All right, it's
my
okay
guy-
for me to be confused.
My guy from day one was Biggie. Mr.
Okay,
Christopher.
anyway.
Nolan.
Son,
This
I
is-
am not
I mean,
losing
well-
this game. At 49-14, 3 minutes and 14 seconds in the fourth quarter, hell no, I'm not losing this game, brother. We're going to be tied 2-2, and we're going for the tiebreaker in 5 games. And I'm going to win that, too.
Hey,
Yeah, you need another beer.
I'm going to get one. I got one right here. Don't worry. I told you I got 2. Shit, I'm good.
All right, let me ask you guys. 'Cause everybody here is sports fans. What is if you guys follow college basketball? What is your
Oh,
teams?
God. I'm going to play my game. Go ahead.
Yeah, I'm
You
not.
know college basketball?
I don't.
Am I the only one?
I don't follow.
Well, I got-
I don't really follow college scores. And if I'm gonna follow college sport, I usually follow USC.
There you go. I follow Texas State, which used to be Southwest Texas, which is my alma mater, and I follow University of Texas. My family went there, and I follow Ohio State when they play in the. If they go, they usually don't make it to the final eight. So I watch the tournament. I usually just watch, the Final Four and the final game, unless it's a team that I really. What about pro basketball? Are you all
Negative.
Warriors fans or
Pro
what?
basketball hasn't been the same since Jordan retired. I mean, I know that makes me sound
Are
really
you kidding
old.
me? Why are you not a San Antonio Spurs fan? You should have loved Tim Duncan.
Because there's only one silver and black. All right? Don't get me started on that shit. All right? Don't do it. Don't do it. There's only-
I'm a Spurs fan.
I'm
Steve, we're
I'm a
going to
Duke
forgive you for that,
University fan.
Steve. We're going to
So-
forgive you for saying that. But it's okay. But,
So, Steve, I follow the Duke players in the NBA. I was a big Shane Battier fan. I thought Shane Battier was and a great guy too. Excellent guy. But once JJ Redick went to the pros, I was a Magic fan. I was a Milwaukee Bucks fan for 3 months. Then when he got traded to the Clippers, I was a Clippers fan.
Yeah, I get it.
And then he got traded to the Sixers. I became a Sixers fan, and now I'm a Pelicans fan because he's
hey,
in New
Raider
Orleans.
Art's from Turlock. Hey, shout out, man, to my friend Jeff. Jeff's also from Turlock. He just had a kid. He's a first-time father. Hey, brother, shout out to you, man.
Congratulations.
Congratulations. Cheers. No, I'm a big Spurs fan.
My
He's a
favorite
Coach Pop.
player. I was never a big Jordan fan,
Because
but
you
I
suck.
was whatever.
Did you watch that?
What? Don't
Did you
tell.
watch that Jordan series that they had?
Oh, because you were a Knick fan, right?
No,
You gotta say game.
I'm an Allen Iverson fan. I
No,
love
son.
Iverson.
No, son. Don't take off yet, man. We're going to do the final game right here, right after this.
If Iverson was Jordan's size, he would have been the best player ever in the NBA.
Who?
Angela, I thought you and your mom would be really big Warriors fans.
Okay. Do you want to hear my basketball journey? It's somewhat similar to the reason why. It's somewhat similar to the JJ Redick story.
All right, let's hear it.
Let's hear it.
Yeah, so you're up Charles Barkley. And my player still is Barkley. I don't want to use it as past tense. But it has all been Charles Barkley. So I follow his team. Even reluctantly, because I was not a fan of anything having to do with Texas. No offense to anybody, but that's just not where I'm from.
Well, here we go, son. Game 5. Tied up.
So,
We're fixing
so
to take this shit
I
right
followed
now. Raider Nation for life.
When the Suns were playing Warriors in the 90s in the playoffs, I had to almost felt like I had to secretly root for the Suns because I knew and everybody, I'm working for the organization or whatever.
I am not a role model.
And I'm not a role model. That's Charles.
Charles
So I was
Charles
like-
Barkley, that's the first hint of where the athletes were going. Jordan That's what I love about
my dude.
Jordan.
That's my
Because Jordan was so badass that he didn't have to fucking sit there and say, I'm not a role model. He didn't give a shit. Of course, we all knew Jordan wasn't a fucking role model. He was an asshole, gambling prick. But he won so many championships. He just shut the fuck up and won his championships and made his money. And that's what I love about Jordan, man.
I got a Jordan story
so,
for you.
so wait, hold on. Let me finish my
Go
story.
ahead, Angela. Angela, finish your story.
Go ahead, Angela. Yeah.
Like, I had to be like a closet Suns fan because I wasn't really a Suns fan. I was a Charles Barkley fan, but they were playing the Warriors in the playoffs, and I couldn't like not like the Warriors. I even have a shirt on before. Like, okay, I hope they lose. Anyway, so once Charles retired, by that time I was living in LA, and I lived on Figueroa Street. That's a Staples Center was coming up, and the great Kobe Bryant came into the league, and
Black
then
Mamba.
right. So since I was really happy because I just followed Charles around, I can say I should be local to the Warriors because they're a hometown team.
Right.
I understand
I
that.
was living in LA, so I went to LA. So now I am still a Lakers fan.
I remember cheering for the.
Go ahead, Steve. Go ahead.
I was just going to say I used to love the Lakers because I was a big fan of living in Houston and stuff, as I have for a long time. About 50 years, I used to watch the Lakers because I loved to watch Wilt Chamberlain play. And then we continued to be a fan of the Lakers when it was a Lake show with Magic Johnson and stuff. It's amazing when you, as you guys all know, that for the Lakers, down the road from home, following with that.
Raider Art says Space Jam sequel should come next year. Okay, I'm not mad.
That's cool. Yeah,
So ain't all my Marvel movies coming next year. I'm so excited.
Oh, man. I wanted to watch Black Widow. Dude, I was so ready for Black Widow. Man, fuck COVID, all right? Don't take my fucking football season and my Marvel movies, COVID. Fuck you. Oh, sorry, guys.
That's bullshit.
That was totally uncalled
Homer, they're
for.
taking everything. Got nothing left.
No, come
All
on.
we can look
This
for-
game is going to cheat now in the fifth game.
like this story too.
All we can look
That one.
forward to is 2022, everybody. 2022.
I got a Kobe story for you.
Go ahead.
All right, you guys know he's from Lower Marion. That's where he played high school basketball.
Yep, of course.
Right.
In the state of Pennsylvania, like they have the PIAA. That's the Pennsylvania Interscholastic Athletic Association. So before they did all these classes, it was like AAA, Quad A. Well, Kobe School was, I think they were a AAA team. They played Scranton High School, which is right down, like, I live in Carbondale, Pennsylvania. Scranton, Pennsylvania is like probably 20, 25 miles, maybe that. But we saw him play in high school against this high school basketball team in our area. I think he only played 3 quarters, and once he got to the NBA, and then watched him play, I was never a Lakers fan. Honestly, I wasn't. But I never hated Kobe. I never hated Kobe Bryant. I thought he was a great basketball player.
I couldn't stand his ass.
Just fascinated me.
I felt so bad when he died.
Watching him play in high school was a man amongst boys. As big as he was, because the kid that was on my team, he was a 6'5" center. He won back-to-back Pennsylvania Player of the Year, and he went to Loudoun University.
Best of 5, baby. We're taking this. Bo Jackson. Oh, God damn it.
Pro guys play. Watching Kobe Bryant as a high schooler was the most fascinating thing I ever seen. One boy, a boy, playing against these other boys his age, and he just completely and totally dominated them.
Matt Millen.
To see that,
these
I never
keep showing up.
Never got the opportunity to see that, but I seen him in high school, and
There he is, Swervin' Mervin.
Yeah, that was great to see that. Not knowing that he was going to be one of the greatest of all time. And I will still argue that Bill Russell is the greatest basketball player of all time.
Wait. So sorry. There's a lot going on. Were you able to see him play live at Lower Marion?
Yes.
Awesome. Okay.
They
I
must have
missed
keep
that.
He played, like I said, he played that high school team, and we went to see them because we knew the kids on that high school team, and we heard of him, but we never
Oh.
and then saw him live, and it was just we were in awe. Jaws dropped. It was unbelievable.
That's awesome. It's like
In case anybody cares, woo-hoo.
What happened?
yeah. What'd she say?
A's just went up 3-2 in the top of the 10th.
Oh, outstanding.
Oh, I thought you were cheering because I'm fucking tied right now. Game 5. But you're cheering about fucking baseball. All right.
Yeah.
Bro, she's an A's fan. I'm sorry that your team sucks down in Texas, man. My bad. My bad.
Hey, Angela.
Hey, man. Hey,
Let's go, Oakland.
hey, man. I was talking about the Raiders.
go,
I'm playing with the
Oakland.
Raiders right now. Oh, come on. No way he caught that between two people. Hey,
Who
son,
are they
I
playing?
know, son, that you've seen this motherfucker cheat. Right? This game is cheating. You saw that. This, man, all right. Son, he knows. He knows. Hey, son,
Billy
if you can
Patty,
get me
he's really there
over
for a shot.
1,000 subscriptions, son, I'm going to give you 2 patches. I got a shield patch and a bullseye patch. Hit me up.
What about the poker chip?
Hey, I got that too. Nobody likes that though, dude. I don't understand, dude. Maybe it's too much, but like, it's the poker chip, dude. We're in Vegas now, man. You know what I mean? It's awesome.
Hey, Doug, would you?
I totally stole that from Black Widow. All right, I stole the poker chip I did from Black Widow. All right, so maybe that's why it's like a jinx or something.
Dude, that's not like it's not stealing. You know, like it's not.
You know, my uncle was lucky to see LeBron James playing in high school up in the Youngstown area. So he was what you said about men among boys. He said the same thing about LeBron James and everything.
I can imagine. And like LeBron was so much bigger too. You know, like 6'8", like monster.
He was. I can imagine when you saw
Score a
Kobe
touchdown
play,
right
he said,
here.
Yeah, Kobe.
It's like
Kobe
one
was
time I
the
went
one.
to go see University of Texas play University of North Carolina in a bowl game, and the player the name I kept hearing was the name Lawrence Taylor for University of North Carolina, and I was watching that game, and I said, man, this guy's going to be a hell of a player when he goes to the pros, and sure enough, look what happened.
Yeah, how cool is that to see like guys like that, like even like with AAA baseball too, like
Marvin! Touchdown Raiders!
where I live, we have the Scranton Wilkes-Barre Rail Riders, which is the Yankees AAA team. So
Hey, fucking
Judge,
Schrader, baby.
Severino, we've seen them guys like when they were in the minors. Like Angela, is your guys' AAA team over there as well?
The Aviators are in Las Vegas.
Here comes a panty shot. Oh, she just winked at me. Okay, she didn't give me the panty shot. I don't mean to be crude about that, but really in this game during the halftime show, if you pay attention, there's a couple of halftime shows. And one of them, this cheerleader, she jumps up and you see her panties. Like, this is early 90s, y'all. I love
They're not
it.
her bloom. They're not panties. They're
Can you
blooms.
imagine me?
That's what
Can you
do.
imagine me? Can you imagine me at fucking 13 years old watching that shit?
Hey, you
Yeah,
love football.
I can. No stock at all. Yeah, I can. Absolutely.
How can you be a fan of a team that doesn't even have cheerleaders? What's up with that? I don't understand that. What about you guys?
It doesn't make sense. Like who's the cheerleaders? Like is it the people in the crowd? Are they your cheerleaders? Like
Get him,
I don't
Howie!
get it.
Get him, Howie!
Like
Ricky
it doesn't make
Ellis.
sense. Like halftime show, yay! Like, well, who's dancing around? Who's trying to get the crowd hype?
That's right.
Your buddy next to you, who's probably half passed out, or he's
No,
texting
I
his,
didn't
his
die
girlfriend
with
'cause his
Eddie.
wife's out of town.
All right, guys, this is Angela here. Whoop, whoop. So I'm going to go catch the very last 3 outs of the A's game, hopefully, and eat my dinner. And I'll hopefully see you guys tomorrow on the Ford Life Raiders show, 5 p.m. PST. We might mess it up. We don't know what we're doing, but please call in.
Well,
Don't leave yet. We're almost
Absolutely.
done. We're almost done with this.
Colin.
Oh, yeah, and Steve, Steve, send Mother Moon your info, please, because we want to get some ideas out of that little brilliant little brain of yours.
Okay, sounds good. Now, how do I do that? Do I text her on Facebook or what?
I'll give you the numbers.
Hit her up on Facebook. Facebook.
Or I could. Doug's got my number. He can.
Hey, what? Who the fuck you talking about? What? Who?
Homer.
Send me the message also.
Okay.
Hey, y'all gotta hang on and watch
Great
this
to talk to
victory.
you, Angela.
All right, you gotta hang on and watch this victory. Oh
Okay,
yeah,
calm down. Yeah.
we're gonna win this. Best of 5. Son, he called it. But hey, it took 5 games, but we're getting there. 27-20 right
Yeah.
now.
Who is your all-time favorite Raider?
Me?
That's a tough
No,
one.
Steve.
It's got to be. Well, it's a three-way tie between Tim Brown, Jack Tatum, and of course the Snake. What about you?
Oh God! Like I was just gonna say, it's so hard just to pick one. Right? It's so hard. If I had to say my all-time favorite, I know it's funny to say, but until Rocket Ishmael got to the Raiders, I know he wasn't there long, but before him, I was a big fan of Steve Smith.
There you go.
I really like Steve Smith. And Van Roy.
Oh, I got it,
really,
son.
really like
This is under control, son.
I like him a lot. But yeah, once Rocket Ishmael got to the Raiders, like that, he's my all-time favorite. I would have to say.
Oh, fumble, baby! Fumble! Get it, baby! Why is it jumping around so much? And a 49er just recovered it, and now he's gonna run it all the way into the end zone.
Were you able to beat Ishmael when he's a Raider?
No, like I said, I haven't been to many Raider games. I didn't have the means to do that. I'm so glad I got to go out to Oakland next year. Like, so yeah, I haven't. It was mostly TV for me. But now that I'm older, like that, I have the means to go to some games a year, you know. So it's like this year, I'm gonna go out to Vegas for the Monday night game. I'm so super excited about that because I've never been to Vegas either.
I've only been to the airport on the way out to Oakland, so I've been. But it's I was hoping they were going to be playing in Cleveland this year because I've got family up there. But I don't. Now with all this COVID stuff, I'm not buying any tickets until I know for sure that there's going to be games.
Yeah, like that's the thing. They're on the East Coast a few times this season. You know, they're playing Carolina. They play New England.
OMG.
They play New York. You know, I'm like, oh my God, like New York is right up the road from me. It's like 2 hours, like right there.
Oh my God! Oh, I recovered it.
And all those guys from the New Jersey Black Hole chapter.
No, like I said, I don't know anybody from that are Raider Nation. Like I said, I stay here. Like I don't really like people anymore. If that makes sense.
Yeah, I hate people.
People are just bad.
I like Raider people.
That's the other thing. Like Steve, honestly, they're the only people like that I actually enjoy affiliating with, other than my family. You know, like people are just so bad nowadays. They have no empathy. They don't care what they say. Nobody.
Amen to that.
Like they just don't care, and it kind of breaks my heart because, like, other than the Raiders, like I'm not outgoing. I used to be, but like I said, I kind of lost faith in humanity because people are just friggin' mean to each other. Like nobody cares. Like I said, no empathy. Nobody cares about what anybody else feels. They're left here.
Right?
Yeah. Like,
Oh
it's
no!
but when I get to like the Raider games or the draft and I get around the Raider people, like I only met Homer like last year. Like
No,
and
met him up
like,
there in Nashville.
yeah, that's it. Like, and I met so many people in Nashville that I still talk to this day. Captain Jack, I knew when I was living in Florida. I used to go and watch games with him at the one bar we used to go down there. So I met him down there, you know, and a couple other people, you know, that they're my friends now. Like I talk to them on the regular. Like I go to Texas because like there's there's work for me there, you know what I mean? But I have friends there, and they're like, "Yeah, come down, man. You know, this will be great. You know, you'll finally be where you need to be." Like you're interested, I would definitely come visit you, Steve, and hang out and talk sports with you. Oh my God, I would love it. That's awesome. I love talking sports with people that know what they're talking about.
Well, Homer's the same way and everything. I thank you for the compliment. You know what it is?
Don't lie.
When you're around Raider fans, it's just
And
like
we
one
won the
big family.
game!
It's amazing.
Absolutely. Like I was worried about that the first time I put my gear on, you know, going around everybody, the people that I didn't know, and it was like everybody welcomed me with open arms. I don't even know why I was nervous about it, you know, because I seen these guys on TV, you know. I seen Gorilla Rilla, you know, I seen The Violator, I seen Senior, you know, and here's me. This is the first time I'm ever doing this, you know, like, and I'm like, how am I gonna get? Am I gonna get like ridiculed, or are they gonna welcome me? You know, like I just didn't know. But everybody was great. It was like I said, Homer. I told him like I could come down to Texas and hang out with him. Come down to Texas and hang out with Pally Mark. Come to Houston and meet you. You know, and like my other friends that I have in Dallas, like and also Raider, who's down there too. You know, like these guys. Like I met them. And
Bo Jackson,
like,
7 fucking carries for 262 yards.
It's no matter. Like I've had people in and out of my life, like friends, because you have some people have close friends like their whole life. Well, my close friends kind of burned me, so I really don't have that anymore. And like my Raider family, they're my friends. You know, like they know things about me. Certain people do. You know, they know personal stuff, and I know personal stuff about them. People that like you would trust with like certain things. So and. Like I don't think I would get that with anything else. You know, like I have friends that are Yankee fans, I have friends that are Notre Dame fans, but I would never get that like I get with the Raiders. Like it's my family, an extension of my family.
I know you need to meet Chuck in the New Jersey chapter of the Black Hole because they've got a thing that they do. They've got a show that they do. Splatterhead Tom and Fitz is what the show that they did, and they go to a place called the Irish Cottage Inn up there up in.
Hey Raider Nation, this is Heidi from the Only Nation podcast. Join me, Raider Homer, and T3 Raider Facts as we talk Raiders football every week. You can find us on almost any podcast app like Apple Podcasts, Stitcher, Spotify, Google Podcasts, and iHeartRadio. You can also find us on Twitter and Instagram as Only Nation Pod, and YouTube and Facebook as the Only Nation Podcast. Also, you can catch our episode articles on the Raider Ramble. Check us out. We look forward to you joining us soon. Hey Raider Nation, this is Heidi from the Only Nation podcast. Join me, Raider Homer, and T3 Raider Facts as we talk Raiders football.
All right, hey y'all, I'm gonna do that. That's a sneak peek at the Raider Nation DVD from 2003. There's a lot of fucking famous Raider fans that were a part of that video, man. Raider Rob from Raider Fan Radio, Rob Rivera, also Raider Rob from The Black Hole, an original member from 1995 and before. So I got some things coming up, y'all. This has been a test. I was testing this with Angela from For Life, Our Raider Story. We're just looking into how you set a show to come on with so many minutes or whatnot, and now she knows how to do it, you know. And y'all make sure y'all check out her live show tomorrow, For Life's Our Raider Story. Go subscribe there. It's a badass channel, y'all. And she does a lot of great work. So, I appreciate everybody tuning in tonight. Appreciate everybody talking. It was a great little time. It took me a long time. I had to get warmed up. Man. We had to go best of 5, as Son said. He knew. He called it way on earlier. But we got it. We got the win. So, I appreciate everybody hanging in there. So, hey, take it easy, Raider Night. Hey, look, and you know what? This is how I like to end my show. Just like this. Have a good night, Raider Nation. What message do you have for the Raider Nation here and now and into the future?
Pretty simple, brother. Raider Nation, I'm speaking to you as an ambassador. Always stay true, stay loyal, keep the beliefs, and keep the faith. We will return.